So day one started, we met our group up in the morning. The fam trip doesn't start like too early, thankfully, because we were all resting up from the conference. We met at the convention center at 11, and then we were off to stop number one, which was a chocolate making class in Caguas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So after the chocolate class and chocolate making, we were in Caguas, and it's like the cutest little town. It has like all these colorful buildings, lots of like local restaurants and bars. So we just walked right across the street and we went to a distillery. And let me tell you, this was like one of the coolest things I've ever done when I was traveling. We went to Boricua Distillery. It is this family-owned, like local distillery, and they just opened this week. Today was their first official public tour. For us, it was so cool. Like, it was started by the dad of the family, who he worked at Bacardi for like decades, and he retired, and then he was kind of like, oh, like what do I do now? So he decided to make his own rum, and it took a couple of years because of like COVID and the hurricane and everything. But now they just opened, they started their own rum. They have like the cutest little like bottles, like look, they have hats, so cute. So we got to learn like a little bit about what makes their rum like special and unique. Then we got to try some of it, and they made us some mojitos. It was so cool. And you can really just tell when they're talking about like the family business and like how special this rum is to them. Like you can really feel it, like the passion that they have for it. So it's really cool. We got hats. I am a huge Juan Boricua fan now. Good rum. And one of the things that they highlighted about it was like the flavors. So like it's apricot and vanilla, and it doesn't like burn like a lot of rums do. And when you taste it, like you can tell that right away. Like you're not like, ooh, you know? So very good rum. I'm very excited. I'm so happy that I got a bottle of it, and I would definitely go back there. So after we had our fill of all this delicious rum, it was time to go to lunch. It was like 3 o'clock at this point. We weren't all that hungry though, because we had a ton of chocolate, but we went to another small local owned restaurant called La Bodega, and they've only been open for about 7 months, but it is like a Caribbean like fusion place. So we got some empanadas, some these like croquetas things. It was so good. And then we all got like different dishes. People got like soup, salad, prawns, pasta. I got this like fried Japanese chicken. So good. Like I don't know what they did all with like the sauce and the seasoning, but oh my gosh, delicious. And we also got some fun cocktails. Again, all of this is included. Obviously we are all creating content around it, posting it. This is going to be all over my Instagram in a few days. So it's kind of like a win-win, because they're getting a ton of exposure, like the brand or like the restaurants and stuff, and the destination, and then we're getting a ton of content to create, which again makes us all happy. So now it's like 6 p.m. We have checked into the hotel. The hotel is beautiful. I cannot wait to explore it a little later. We have a little bit of time to get ready for dinner, and then we are heading out into a super cute neighborhood, it looks like, in San Juan for dinner and drinks and maybe some dancing. So stay tuned. So we are just getting checked into our hotel here. We are at the Palacio Provincial in Old San Juan, and I wanted to give you guys a little room tour because the room is so freaking cute. Got my stuff everywhere. The bed is huge. We got some cute artwork above it. Got a TV, coffee station, big wardrobe, some chairs, and the bathroom is huge. Beautiful mirror, I love it. Nice big shower. Open shower, so cute. And there's this door. I don't know if it opens. I'm gonna try. Good morning from San Juan. It is another beautiful, hot but beautiful day here. It is day 2 of our Rum and Chocolate fam trip. I am so excited because today we are going to a chocolate bar for brunch. We are touring the Bacardi distillery, and then we have another wonderful dinner planned. So I cannot wait to take you along with me today. It is the first full day and second day of this trip. It should be fun. Dinner last night was incredible. We were in San Juan. We went to Santaella. It is a popular Puerto Rican restaurant here in the city, and it was amazing. When I tell you that every dish we tried, and we tried probably a dozen dishes, everything was amazing. The appetizers, the main dishes, the desserts, the drinks, like everything was absolutely incredible. I was so full by the time we even got to our main courses. But everything just looked so good. I was like, oh, I'll try a bite. And then I just kept eating and eating, and I was so stuffed by the end of the night. It was amazing. So after dinner, we got to explore a little bit of Puerto Rico's nightlife. It was here in San Juan. All the people were dancing. There was a ton of live music, and the vibes were just really good. Like, honestly, if me and my friends were here together and we wanted to go out for a night, this would be the perfect place to go. It looks so fun. I'm so glad we got to experience it for a little bit, and I cannot wait to come back here and experience the nightlife for real this time.
Before we arrive to the mixology experience, and for us to understand this place better, I like to divide it into two. We call them silos. Inside there, it is where we hold or store our two.
So I am here at Casa Bacardi here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We are making cocktails, but first I wanted to tell you about our breakfast. We went to Chocobar in Old Town San Juan, where we got a chocolate-filled breakfast. We had a ton of cool appetizers. I had a breakfast wrap, which wasn't very chocolatey, but our drinks were super chocolatey. I got the mocha frio. We had some cool chocolate French toast, and then we got to explore the upstairs, which is an art exhibit. They are highlighting Caribbean artists, and they have a ton of art from like different countries, including Puerto Rico, the United States, Cuba, Haiti, the DR, and a few other ones. And it's really cool how they show you all the art, and you could see how each country has their artists have different styles and stuff. So we spent the morning enjoying some food and drinks there. We did a rum and chocolate tasting there, and now we are here at Casa Bacardi making some more cocktails. Like I said, this trip is rum and chocolate focused, so we are really diving into it, to say the least, especially into the rum part. We are feeling good, and it's maybe 2 p.m., so it's been a fun day so far. Okay, so when I say that they put us in a nice hotel, I am not kidding. It's a little bright. But look at this infinity pool behind me. You can see like the bay or whatever it is, all the water overlooking it. It's beautiful. So the pool, we got, can't see, hot tub, full bar. There's a fitness center up here too. And I mean, like the views, they are so pretty. I'm obsessed. Hello again from San Juan, Puerto Rico, where it is day 3 of our rum and cocoa fam trip. I am truly having the best time. When I tell you that there is so much rum and chocolate in Puerto Rico, I am not kidding. I mean, I thought there were going to be like a few to try, endless amounts, and we haven't even touched the surface. Like, it's crazy and it's all so good, and it's cool how it all like pairs together. I'm obsessed. Before I tell you about day 3, our third and final full day of this fam trip, I wanted to tell you about dinner last night. It was so stinking good. So last night for dinner, for night 2 of our fam trip, we went to La Central, which is in San Juan. It is in the T-Mobile district, which is right by the convention center, where I've been spending plenty of time this week. It was a like Puerto Rican steakhouse. The food was incredible. Again, we filled up with appetizers. We had so many to try. There were little like croqueta balls. There were some like little beef pork things. I don't know what they're called. I'm really bad at knowing the names of all these foods that we're trying, but everything was so good. And then for dinner, I got a beef fillet rare, and I paired it with this really good red wine that the waiter recommended. So good. I'm not kidding. I mean, I could eat there every night for the rest of my life. They did it so, like, they cooked everything so well. The dessert was incredible too, and the ambiance of La Central was beautiful. It was inspired by like the tobacco culture here. So you had like a tobacco farmer on the wall who like survived through the hurricane. There's a tobacco cigar lounge upstairs. Tons of homage to like the rum culture here too. Tons of barrels on the walls. And my favorite part, other than the food of course, was that all the bathrooms were barrels. I love barrels. I think they're the cutest, most fun things, and they have such like, they're actually like more intricate than you think, and they're like role in the alcohol industry is really cool. So it was really cool to see the bathrooms even as like these big barrels. It was awesome. So dinner was so good. I would totally recommend that place. And it was in the T-Mobile district, and like the atmosphere there alone is really fun. Whether you just want to go have a drink or hang out with some friends. The Colombia Argentina soccer game was on there, and the crowd was huge. Everyone was so into it. It was really fun to watch it for a little bit with all the locals. So it was a great night, a great way to end day 2. So today was day 3, our third and final day of this fam trip. I'm so sad that it's almost over, but today was another amazing day. So we headed about 50 minutes to an hour west of San Juan, and our first stop was the Cocoa 360. It is a chocolate farm, or a cocoa farm. They grow like these little cocoa trees, or like they're not cocoa trees, but they're like what the cocoa beans grow on. And it's really cool because they graft the trees there, and so they're growing up to I think 60,000 at a time. So we got to see all the different stages of life of these grafted trees. And then we learned a little bit more about the farm. They grow a ton of other like fruits and plants there. People come there, like farmers from around Puerto Rico come there to learn and like do hands-on stuff with the plants as well. So they learn there, and then they can go open their own like cocoa or cacao farms or whatever they want. So it's really cool. And then we got to sit outside in this really cute little area and do a rum and chocolate tasting. So that was really cool. They brought in rum from Don Q, which is a rum place in Ponce. So we got to pair some of the chocolate that they grow and produce on the farm with the rum. And one of the ambassadors from Don Q was there, and he told us all about the rum and how they make it and what makes it special. And so that was a ton of fun. It was super cute. And they have a ton of other stuff on the farm too. Like they have a tent. It's not quite glamping, it's like more camping, but they have it there. And then when you are there camping, you can find it on Airbnb. You can experience the farm. You can do some volunteer work there. You can go explore land. They have like 43 acres of land, I think. So it's really cool to go there, and there's so much you can experience. So that was a ton of fun. And of course, it is a woman-owned business, which we always love. The owner was telling us about how she started and how it was tough because like every woman knows it's tough to start a business, and sometimes you get looked down on just because you're a woman. But her story was really inspiring, and she's really grown her business to such amazing things, and they have so many more ideas for the future. So I can't wait to see how they continue to grow, and I can't wait to go back in the future and experience more of it. So from the chocolate farm, we went to a place called Frutos del Guacabo, which is a farm where they grow a ton of plants. Again, it was a very similar concept right near there in Barceloneta, and their main focus is farm to table food. So we had this delicious meal. I mean, and they don't even have like a set menu. They just kind of like plan their dishes based on what is growing, what's in season at the time. So you never know what you're gonna get there. So the food was really good. We got all this. It was so fresh, probably the freshest meal I've ever had. And then we got to take a tour and we got to see all of the plants and stuff that they grow on the farm and how they grow and like what plants are there to keep away animals and what they're using to sell to the community and what they use for their food. It was amazing. And the food was so good. We saw a little baby iguana. It was like the cutest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Okay. And like honestly, just such another cool experience to see how the locals here in Puerto Rico are using their land, like what kind of plants they can grow here. Like they grew some plants that I've seen in Thailand, and I didn't even know that like the culture here, the climate here was similar enough to grow some of these like plants from Thailand. So that was really cool. And we also got to see like their aqueduct system where they grow some of their plants and keep them hydrated and stuff and learn how that worked. It's incredible how they have it all set up, and some of them have the water flowing through them like 24/7 for like 4 weeks. It's incredible how they set it up so that the water keeps flowing, and keeps these plants alive and growing so that they can eventually use them in their cooking or sell them in their community store. So after lunch and the farm tour, we took a quick little detour to the cutest beach that I've ever seen. It is called Mar Chiquita. Again, it's about like 15 minutes west of San Juan. It's so cute. It's beautiful. The water is like this vibrant, bright blue. And the way that the rocks and the beach wrap around, it's like almost a full circle. And so the waves, like the beach isn't like super wavy at all. You could see the waves out in the background, but it has like this secluded feel. So you feel like you're on a private beach, but you're not. And the sand is gorgeous. The water's so blue. Like honestly, I wish we had a whole day to spend there because it was so pretty. And I'm so glad we got to stop there for a little bit and experience it. So now we are unfortunately almost at the end of our day. We are just here at the hotel. We're gonna have some dinner here and catch up with everyone and say our goodbyes. It's been such a good group. I've had so much fun on this fam trip and I can't wait for my next one already. And also I have to make all my content from this one. Obviously I'm making a YouTube video. I'm gonna post a ton of this on like Instagram reels, ton of photos. My stories are gonna be popping in a few days. Like again, this isn't all just fun and games. It is a work trip. So I do have a lot of content to create coming out of these 3 days, but it's been a ton of fun and I can't wait to go through all my photos and videos and share them on social media because that is the whole point of this. Good morning from Old San Juan. It is my last morning in this neighborhood as part of our Rum and Chocolate fam trip. I decided to get up bright and early, see the sunrise over the water and the fort. How cool is that we just like have a fort? So cool. Anyway, I decided to get up early and shoot some content. There's like nobody out here. There's like a dog and a few people running, but I basically have the place to myself. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with this. I am sweaty though. I thought it would be much cooler getting up this morning. And it's still pretty cool. It's still like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's humid. humid. And my hair is going to go soon, so I'm gonna go start taking pictures. But look at this view. So pretty. Always worth getting up early for things like this. 10 out of 10 recommend.